So welcome to another video. This one we decided that will give you a little bit of an insight into the vehicles that we like. Hopefully that will make you understand what we're like. Got happy with that one.
Nervous laugh.
So what I got was an email from Billy saying, pick your top 10 dream garage. So no expense spared.
None.
You've won the lottery.
Yeah.
Your multi-millionaire auntie's popped her clogs and handed over the cash.
And your garage is bigger than your house.
So 10 cars to put in it.
Yeah.
But then you said, don't tell me what they are.
No.
So I've got the top 10 list.
Of your top 10 list?
Yes. And you've got your top 10 list.
My top 10-ish list.
Who's going first?
Let me go first.
You go first.
Let me go first.
So this is one of the cars in your top 10 garage.
Yes.
No expense spared.
No expense spared.
Cool.
This one. Right. First car I've got here is a Fiat Multipla.
Right. Okay. If you know that you said that your favourite car garage, not the cars you would like to most drive into a garage.
Oh, sorry. I've got a few wee comments at the bottom here. Only joking. Ugliest car in the world. So no, that is not my first choice. So
Can I just say though, one day they are going to become collectible. One day, maybe not us because we'll be dead.
well,
Somebody will be at a car show going, I remember these.
I'll tell you something.
They were so ugly.
I will not be in the queue for that one. And maybe we should do a 10 ugliest cars in the world.
Yeah.
Or cars that we don't want to own.
Yeah.
And that's kind of almost top of the list, that one, I think.
Right.
We will move on quickly from that one.
That's your first one.
I've just hit my tea and I can feel it coming up just by looking at the photographs, because I've got photographs in front of me with the information. So I'm moving on.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
My number one car.
These aren't in order, by the way. They're not in order.
No.
Right, okay.
These are the top 10 cars that we would have in our garage.
Right.
Number one
Yes.
for me
Yes.
is
Get on with it.
the Audi RS6 Avant.
Right.
New price, round about 92,700 quid is the base price.
Right.
But that can creep up to easily 135 grand. Okay?
You're in the garage. You might as well tick them boxes.
I know, but the thing is, the cars that we're looking at, we're just giving you the price. We don't care about the price.
No,
Price
but it's
is no object in this, but it's nice to know. It's nice to know how much
Yeah.
these beasts are going to cost.
Yeah.
So, 0 to 60, 3.6 seconds. You need to know 0 to 60s. It's very important.
What always concerned me about the Avant, in fact, any hyper estate car, what the hell happens to your groceries when you do a 0 to 60 in 3 and a bit seconds?
Who cares?
Right. Maybe they should have like a wiper on the back and a wiper on the inside as well, so it gets all the soup.
Well, yeah,
If you're listening, major manufacturers, I thought of that first. See me on Dragon's Den, it's my idea.
600 brake horse.
Right.
And the comment, exhaust noise that will curdle treacle. The noise that this exhaust gives off is mind-blowing. Right.
So my turn.
Over to you.
I don't know if my cars are going to be suitable for this. It seems that you've got newer cars. I'm not a big new car fan.
I do have older ones.
All right. My first one in my dream garage, top 10 cars, Lancia Stratus.
Ooh.
Ferrari engine, mid-mounted, fast. Well, you see, you say fast, it's fast for the time, so you've got just over 6 seconds 0 to 60, which now you're like,
That's nothing, probably.
back in those days,
Real dogs. Absolute dogs.
To buy one now, well, one just went sold and it was pretty mint in fairness. $465,000.
Get your mother out of here. My number two, funny you should talk about Italian cars,
All right.
is...
Fiat Multipla.
No, I've tried to block it from my mind.
Sorry.
This one is the one and only, brand spanking new. I'll see if I can pronounce it properly.
Oh.
Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio GTA M.
Right.
Right, so there's a new saloon car that came out not that long ago.
Yeah.
Right. Now, obviously, there's the lowered engine size one, but we're not really interested in it.
What's that for?
So then you've got the more powerful one, which I think knocks out a fair few horsepower. Right. But then they've decided that they're going to build this one. Now, this one, price is 153 grand
Right.
for an Alfa saloon car.
Yeah.
Right? But it's carbon fibre. This carbon fibre. That.
Oh, you need a bit of carbon fibre.
It's got 4 doors, but it's only a 2-seater.
Right.
Because it's got a roll cage,
Yeah.
it's got the harnesses, top speed 190 miles an hour plus,
Right.
0 to 60, 3.6 seconds. There's only 500 being made,
I bet they're all
and I think they're possibly all been sold. This car here, just looking at the photograph, it's sexier than a bag full of lingerie models' boobies, to me.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's pushing them out there.
I don't think that'll be something they're using in the Alpha catalogue.
Number 2.
For me, I'm going to go Singer 911. Do you know what they are?
Oh, do a hell. I thought I knew 911s, but...
Singer is a company.
Then
You
they
can look
make
this up.
sewing machines.
Yeah, well, they've stopped doing them. Now they're making old 911s.
Making old 911s.
Yeah. So this company, takes classic old 911s and you can pick which one you want.
Uh-huh.
And you
That
can
smell a lot of money.
oh, you can. Oh,
you know?
Yeah. If you get 5 minutes, I'll put the link below. Just go and try and spec one up.
It's not the same as these boys who do the Jag E-types. It costs $500,000.
Similar. Yeah, the Eagles.
Oh, yeah.
So they take the beautiful classic 70s 911.
Well, look, the ducktail jobs, 2.7 RS.
This is where it starts.
right,
You start with whatever you want.
Yeah.
Then they put modern running gear in it. So you have modern ceramic brakes. You have modern suspension. Beautiful interiors. So you can buy one and prices start. Again, it's one of these things that if you have to ask, you
can afford it.
You can afford it. Start around about.
But we wouldn't ask.
500,000.
Oh, starting at 500,000.
And then go up to $1 and a bit million.
Seriously?
Yeah.
For an old 911. An old 911 as we'd say.
But they've all been set up for the
Fettles.
Yeah,
that's a fair bit of fettle in that, isn't it? For...
Absolutely stunning. And
so that is Singer. So if you look up Singer,
not the sewing machine.
It'll come up with the sewing machine first.
Yeah.
Right, so forget the sewing
machine. It
machine.
runs like a sewing machine.
Are you finished with your number 2?
Yes.
My number 3 is in fact a Porsche 911 GT2 RS Weissach edition.
Yes.
You've got to have a 911 in there somewhere.
You've got it.
We're both working on the same page here. AJ's dad had a 911 Carrera 3.
Yeah.
And I didn't know at the time, but I bought it off his dad. And I didn't realise until further on we were on an Indian night out with the boys and the girls.
Yeah.
Came into conversation, cars, blah blah, yawn. And I bought his dad's car.
Yeah.
Go figure.
That's the same time we found out it wasn't matching numbers.
Yeah, I was going to Porsche 911 GT2 RS. Absolutely gorgeous, this thing here, right? And it's the picture I have in front of me. It's done in the old Gulf colours. Because we were talking about that the other day.
Yeah, so it was my kitchen.
Gulf blue, orange, numbers, the whole 9 yards. Price new, well, prices kind of vary with this thing here. But you're talking about 350 grand for
That's
one
cheap.
of these bad boys.
Cheap compared to the Singer.
Top speed, 211 miles an hour. 0 to 60, 2.7.
Crazy.
That's body wrinkling.
You'd have to
And I don't mean forehead wrinkling, I'm talking about other.
drap in, otherwise you'd end up in the back.
691 brake horse. I mean, this thing is just raw sex. That's basically what it is. It's absolutely raw sex. Most powerful 911, well, maybe apart from the old Singer.
Hey.
And the information I read, it was the most powerful 911 ever built. Quickest car to lap the Nordschleife. But I'm sure that's changed since the art.
My number 3, I feel a bit minuscule to mention this, but I'm going to go classic Mini Cooper S, like a 60s one.
Are you the god?
Yes. They're just, we've had minis when we were kids.
No, I did. Had a minivan. Lots of fun.
Yeah, that's for another video.
That's for sex ed, that I think. That's another kind of session.
10 o'clock video about one. Yeah.
So that was it was a good van. It was a good van, yeah.
Still quick-ish.
Well, my one wasn't. Your one then.
Yeah. So this sounds really weird, but I'll read out the specs. So go for the Cooper S because it's got 70 brake horsepower. But it doesn't weigh anything. You could literally have a big dinner, get in it, and you think, this car feels slow today. Right, what's your number 4?
Well, I'm going to do a bit of jumping here. It's part of my 10.
I wouldn't jump in
that. Because you're talking Mini, I'm going right down the list here to the Mini GP.
All right, the new one.
The new one, the 2020 model.
Yeah.
There was a GP before. I
Yeah.
can't remember the years it came out.
Yeah.
And it was a sexy looking Mini.
Ah,
It was a sexy Mini, but it isn't compared to the GP 2020.
yeah.
This thing, when you see the photograph, you'll see what I'm talking about.
I've touched
It's just bonkers.
It is
Absolutely freaking bonkers. In fact, I have said here, it's like BMW M4 boinked hard by a Danish Lego kit, stunting its growth.
You're wasted.
Go figure.
I mean, you probably.
It's just, I mean, there's bits stuck here, there's bits stuck there. It's a limited edition of one of 500,
Yeah.
500 limited
I've worked on
run.
one.
And they've actually got numbers down the side of it that tells
Yeah,
which one
on the-
you've got.
yeah.
I mean, it's like no other Mini you've ever seen.
It's true.
Price 33,895 knicker for a Mini.
What's the brake on it though? It's like
Brake horsepower
300.
302 brake horse for a thing that's like a souped up roller skate. I mean, that's just.
It's got to have a trick diff on it, otherwise it'll.
Well, I would think so. I would think so. Top speed 164, 0 to 60, 5.2 seconds.
Alright.
I would have thought it might have been a bit faster than that.
It's
but-
an auto box though, it's not a double clutch.
Yeah, true. But anyway, just
Right.
looking at it, and
Right.
I'm tingling all down me back.
Dunk! Yes.
All down me back. I'm tingling, man.
That might be the cactus.
I'm having a bubble.
Oh,
I'm having a peppermint bubble. So that is my number
four.
four.
Is next one.
It's my number 4.
Can I go my next one?
Go for it.
Alright. Mark II. Escort RS 2000 with the drop nose.
I used to have one of those.
In yellow. It's got to be in yellow.
Wow, I've never seen one in yellow.
Well, I know. With, now this would be controversial, but I'm going to say it anyway. Fishnet interior, chocolate brown. I know.
Did they not only come in black or brown?
No, you got
That's not
This is
the
not
same
dream
for
garage.
fishnet tights.
It can come in.
Is it the same sort of pattern as fishnet tights?
Kind of. That's what the Recaros were called. I don't think they were actually made out of ladies'
Fishnet tights.
tights.
Next one. This is a god amongst cars. This right.
Okay.
It's Japanese.
Right.
Now there are quite a few Japanese cars you could choose.
Yeah.
But this is just an absolute. I'm getting all tingly again.
Nissan Cube.
It's not actually.
Alright.
It's not unless they did a Skyline version.
Ah, yeah.
Nissan Skyline GTR 34 V-Spec Nismo.
Right up there.
We'll have to show them it later on, but yes, exactly.
That's
the
my
same as
drift
that.
car.
Well, it's perfect.
Yeah.
Absolutely perfect. And you can do so much with these cars.
Oh yeah.
Now, it's the same situation as you talking about that Ford. There's quite a few cars on this list here where the prices have gone up.
Yeah.
This one here, I think when they were new, they were around about 45 grand-ish.
Yeah.
Nowadays, 90. A good nick, man. Low mileage. You're talking high thousands,
Can I be controversial
if you want.
and say that I would have an R34 over an R35?
No, I would. That's why there's no R35 here.
Yeah.
R35, don't get me wrong, it's an absolutely awesome car.
What a car.
But the thing is, when you're looking at the side of it, it's like all door.
Yeah.
It's like no window, all door. I mean, that's not enough to stop you buying it.
No.
But it's weird when you look at it. But the GTR 34 is just, it's like a god amongst
Yeah.
Japanese cars. So it would have to be the 34.
Yeah.
So there you go.
That's yours. Right, what are we on to now?
34.
Our next one. I've always loved these cars. I've been close to buying one twice. Lotus Elise S1.
S1.
Series 1.
Ah,
Just the first. There was a documentary came out pretty much after the car was
Yeah.
launched in the mid 90s, early 90s. I don't remember what it was. It was 97. Yeah, I've always wanted one in the yellow, obviously.
Is that? I'm getting a feeling here that yellow might be one of
Yeah,
your
yeah,
favourite
it
colours.
is, yeah.
Call me a liar.
It's a childhood thing. So yeah, I'd absolutely love one of those.
Number 5
Obscure in my pocket.
is, let's go Italian,
Okay.
a Lamborghini Aventador
Right.
SVJ.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
you go back to the days of when you were a kid, posters on the wall. When I was a kid, it was the Countach.
Yeah.
Then you had the Diablo, the Murcielago, and now you've got the Aventador.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter any stage in your life when you see a Lamborghini, any Lamborghini, And it's just the hairs. I mean, there's not many hairs in the back of my neck.
No.
But seriously, it's just everyone you look at is absolutely dead class, gorgeous.
Nice cars.
You know?
I do enjoy working on a Lamborghini.
Have you worked on an Aventador?
Yes.
Orange?
Sorry, no, it wasn't.
Okay.
It was yellow.
It was yellow. See,
People phone me and say, I've got a car, yeah, can you come work on it? What colour is it? Yellow. Fine, yeah, but
I'll be there.
I've got a white one as well, can you do that?
no,
No.
wash it yourself.
No.
Wash it yourself. So the one I have here,
Yeah.
it's white with probably a carbon fibre roof. A
Probably.
black carbon fibre
Only
roof.
get a bit
It's got the
black
number
vinyl.
6. It's got number 63 on the bonnet and on the doors. I don't know what that refers to be honest.
Probably the age of the driver.
No, I'm not too sure nowadays.
Right.
Not with your,
Oh, it's true.
not with your YouTube channel. Schniz like that.
Probably 14-year-old.
Possibly, yeah. Price new, 272 grand. Top speed, 218 miles an hour, up to 62.9.
And Lambo shifter for
That's
that.
just, and power unit, 760 brake horse. This car has soiled many a sheet with Lambo-related wet dreams. And at the end of the day, they're very subtle cars.
Oh yeah,
Are they not?
I mean, it's the
You
kind
know,
of thing that you...
They could drive by down the road and you wouldn't even notice. You wouldn't even notice. And you wouldn't hear them.
Get it in a nice subtle colour like yellow
Orange.
and parking Asda.
Yeah.
All my cars are really old.
Yeah, well, I think as I go
I'm
further down,
old.
I might have another. No, well, let's not talk
It's not
about
do age. It's not do age.
age.
I'm going to go E30 M3 Evolution. So
That's the Mark 1 then, isn't it? That's the first
it's
one.
the first one.
Left-hand drive only.
Left-hand drive only. That boxy,
Yeah.
Castro-esque. It's so 80s. You know, the wheel arches. And I remember reading a magazine article, and it was against the Cosworth, and they had them pointed nose to nose, and they were so different. You know, you got Sierra, and you had the E30 BMW, just 0 to 60 in an E30 M3.
I'm going to go with 8.2.
6.4.
Seriously, wasn't it?
They didn't weigh anything. There was nothing to them. There was no side airbags. It was nothing. You know.
Amazing.
Oh.
And what colour was it? Azure one. The one that went for sale for like...
The one that
May.
went for sale. One went for sale recently. There was one in the States that went for like over $100,000.
Which is like 100,000 quid for us. Really.
Yeah, 90 grand.
And was it left-hand drive as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. Well, you see, I'm flipping about here, and I
For
don't
the
mean
first time.
I don't mean to be following your lead.
Uh-oh.
Since I was the one that started, right enough. I have here as what car is this? Number 6. I'm forgetting.
6, 7.
I've put two cars together here, and the reason I've put two cars together
That
here
happened a lot in the 80s.
is because one of them is an M3 CSL.
Oh yes.
All right, and I've put it together in bed with an M3 GTS.
Right.
All right. Now the reason I'm putting the two of them together, I think, is because the GTS is the modern version of the CSL.
Yeah.
So figure-wise, and I've put all the gubbins down here. Price new for the CSL back in the day, which is around about 2003.
Yeah.
Was 58 grand. When it was all tooled up,
Oofed.
all the extras, which wasn't much, I don't think, because it was quite lightweight.
I remember it being a big premium over
Aye.
the standard M3 because of the carbon roof. And
Yeah.
it
So they
had
took
a-
more stuff out
and charged you more.
and charged you
Tis
more.
the
Which
German
is the way that the BMW worked. It's fantastic. Nowadays, that car is probably, you can use those letters, POA,
All right.
which you could have used on your
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
So we've got POA or 100,000 K,
Yeah.
100,000-ish, okay? Top speed 161, not to 64.7. Brake horse 360.
And can I say, probably, I'm going to stick my neck out, the sweetest induction sound of any production car.
Probably.
It sounds on song with it. Was it the MSG box, didn't it? It wasn't.
Yeah,
it
yeah,
wasn't
which
the-
I'm not a big fan of, right?
But it was the first one that was decent. It wasn't an automatic.
Yeah.
Sound like a touring car.
Yeah. Now, I would say that in relation to that car, the only one that may be a little bit better is the M3 GTS.
Yeah.
So,
In orange.
in orange. Only in orange, I think it came.
Yeah, I think so.
Only 422 came to the UK.
Yeah.
For the M3 CSL. A bit like a caged animal roaring through quad pipes gently rammed up its ass.
Again,
that's a noise. That's a noise. Do you agree with it?
I'm going to have to beat that out.
Price new for the M3 GTS,
Yeah.
2010, was 120 grand. Nowadays,
Yeah.
you're talking another POA,
Right.
roundabouts 200,000 plus. Top speed 190, 0 to 64.4, 440 brake horse, only 15 came to the UK.
In right-hand drive?
In right-hand drive, I think
Okay.
it was, yeah. And it is more like a caged animal on ecstasy, roaring through quad pipes, roughly forced up its ass.
Good to know.
What cheating
My
going
next
on?
one, you're going to go, what?
What cheating going on?
Renault Clio V6. Gen
Oh, yeah, the mid-engine jobby.
2. Looking at the picture, you're thinking, somebody has...
Somebody's
somebody's
messed
ruined
up there.
that.
Somebody's messed up there,
That's-
like.
You photoshopped that. But what Renault decided they were doing, they did it before Renault 5 Turbo, was they wanted to go rally.
When it was in the James Bond movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
Again, ludicrously looking car. It was like a Renault 5 at the
And
front.
it was a Renault.
Big
Yeah.
arches. Massive turbo. Apparently it was lethal to drive. Usual
Sounds fine to me.
70s, 80s turbo.
No
Nothing. All the power.
Yay! Corners are just a
blur.
Just a
As
lip
you
in the
I
pie.
have a Renault Clio Sport.
You do.
172
Hey, it's
cup.
lovely, man.
But
It's
it's-
all shiny
The
and
funny thing is,
beautiful.
the V6 isn't that much quicker than my one, but I'd have one in a
Still a
heartbeat.
dog, still. Isn't it?
Here's another car then.
Right. This one is a Renault
Yeah.
Megane
Hey.
R26R.
Okay.
Now this,
That's the new one.
the thing is that you speak to some people,
That's the new one.
No,
Oh.
no. This one here is round about 2008. The one with the flat
Plastic,
back. The one
yeah.
with the flat back.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you speak to a lot of people and they think it's an ugly car.
It
Personally, I
was
don't
at the
see
time,
it. I
But
don't see
now
it.
it's come. I'm with you. When I first saw them, I
Yeah.
actually thought Renault had lost the plot. But you see them now and you think, actually,
It's not that bad. It's not that bad. Because the one
Well,
I had was an R26,
Yeah.
a black R26.
It was.
And you're going to love this photograph that I'll be giving you to show
All right.
everybody else.
Oh, yeah.
Because this one is yellow. But it's like, it's not a gold, it's like a...
It's liquid yellow.
It's liquid
Renault's yellow.
Yeah.
It's liquid yellow. It's pearlescent. It's got a bit of a flip to it. I love it.
It's gorgeous and it's
Yeah.
it's like racing seats. It's got the roll cage. It's got harness. It's got titanium exhaust.
All
it's
things
got,
you need.
you
All
know,
things you need.
Perspex glass. I think it's in there. Not the front, obviously. You know,
Yeah, that would be
that would be a bit too
on a
much.
windy day. Yeah.
Price when it was new was 22,990-ish.
Which was expensive for a Megane.
Yes, it was. Nowadays, it's POA, baby. It's POA.
My favourite price.
Yeah, you gotta love it, man. Top speed 148, 0 to 66 seconds. Still,
Yeah.
grunt 230 brake horse.
Yeah.
An extreme pocket rocket, and it ripped the back end out of that German circuit that we like to talk about.
All right. It's closed.
It's
If you're open, by the way, we're sorry, but at the time of recording this, the Nürburgring is closed.
Yeah, which is a shame, like, but never mind.
No.
Everybody's been there apart from
I
me.
bet there's folk on it though. I bet
Well,
there's folks
I-
sneaked in there.
Yeah.
This is another Porsche because I'm a fan, obviously.
Yeah.
I have one, but not an expensive one. So I'm going to go last of the air-cooled 993 Turbo.
Oh,
But it has to be in a specific colour. Now, this colour is so controversial, it's the only reason that I would buy that car.
it's not.
This.
Oh, there it is. I was just waiting to say, is there any chance the colours are around about here somewhere?
Right,
It is.
you have
I have.
a mountain bike painted that exact colour. Got the paint number from Porsche and got the mountain bike painted.
Now, most
I've done it.
people have been looking at this going, you're one sad mofo.
Yeah.
But I don't see it that way
No.
because I bought the bike off you for a decent price.
You did.
And I still have that bike. And it was a Trek Y frame,
It's carbon fibre.
carbon fibre.
It's classic.
It's the dogs, man.
Yeah, yeah.
It's the dogs.
Yeah.
It's not very good at stopping because it's the old brakes.
Yeah.
You know, it's not disc brakes. But hey,
Brakes are fine.
I love it.
So yeah, the 993 Turbo in that colour. And
What's the colour again, sorry?
Minty mint?
Peppermint green?
Yeah, something like that.
Peppermint green.
Tiff Niddell, hello Tiff,
Hi, Tiff.
did a video. I can't remember whether it was Top Gear or Fifth Gear. Probably Top Gear then. Did a review of it, and the 993 Turbo was what he was doing. Down the usual, walked out of the country house, down onto the gravelly driveway, boom, there's the car. And I was like, I've got to have one of them. Now to buy one?
Well, prices of 911s are basically through the roof. Anything to do with the word turbo, you're still high. They're still high. It's probably worth more now than it was when it came out.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, 130 you get them for. Which I don't think is too bad.
Right. I'm a big rangy fan. When it comes to 4x4s, I'm not a big lover of BMWs like the X5. I've never liked them.
Well, there is nothing wrong with the X5.
The wee sticky on wheel arches you get in them.
Yeah.
Not so much.
All right.
But this one I've gone with here is completely bonkers. It's a Range Rover skin, which has been manipulated.
Okay.
It's been tweaked so much.
Like every Range Rover you've ever owned.
It basically looks nothing like a Range Rover, but it is a Range Rover.
Okay.
And it's a Range Rover Bowler.
Oh, with the TVI.
EXRS. Now that you look at this thing, you think there's no way that's a Range Rover. There's a wee badge in the front. There's a wee badge in the back.
Stick
the
on.
rest of it is just mad out bonkers. Okay. Let's see what we've got here.
It's got a roll cage in it.
It's a two-seater.
All the cars you've chosen.
They've got roll cages.
Roll cage in it.
It wasn't
There's
a
no
choice.
like you're driving.
Well, I really don't want to go there.
All the
But
cars have a roll cage and a fire extinguisher.
there is quite a few got roll cages right now.
Yeah, nearly all of them.
Price new, 155 grand plus.
That's not bad. Because it's a tubular. I'm thinking it's the one I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Tubular frame.
Yeah.
Hand-built engine.
Aye.
Some of them had TVR heads on the standard V8, so
Yeah.
it's like pushing 500 silly brake horsepower.
Well, the thing is, if you buy it now,
Yeah.
It'll be the 5 litre
Oh yeah.
V8
Yeah.
supercharged that you get in the SVR.
Yeah.
You know.
God, sounds awesome.
And it's just, I mean, top speed is 155 plus, 0 to 60 4.2 seconds, and it's knocking out 550 brake horse.
And it's
Right.
got mad.
Now this is basically a rangy on top shelf Viagra. That's what it's on. And I saw a video of this thing, and I don't want to say too much because it's against, and you guys will have seen this probably if you're diehards like we are. It's actually racing against another car on a circuit down south. Right. Now this other car is a track car. Okay, I don't want to say too much about it. It looks nothing like this car. Well, no other car looks anything like this car. But it's racing against an absolute die-hard track car. This car was designed
another
for
one
track.
of your cars.
It is another one of my cars. I don't want to. Oh well. It's a Caterham Super 7.
Right.
Now a Caterham, I mean, you know the power of those things.
Oh,
it's like sticking a jet engine up a fucking hedgehog's backside
Don't ever do that.
and letting it go.
Don't be ever. No hedgehog should
So
ever do
the
that.
video shows this beast keeping up with a Caterham. Now if I bet you at the beginning of the video and said, right, we've got a Caterham sitting here and we've got a bowler sitting here, they go around the track, say 3 times, who's going to win? I mean, it'd be quids in. You wouldn't even think about it. You just go, the Caterham's going to nail that thing. Nah. If I were you boys, which I am,
And goes.
get yourself onto YouTube
Yeah.
and search for
I see, watch
the
this.
Range Rover Bowler against the Caterham.
Put a link to the bomb. Maybe. Is it my turn again?
Go for it.
Lamborghini. Miura.
Oh, back old school again.
Just-
You can't help yourself, really.
No,
can you?
I
The thing
can't.
is that you're younger than I
It
am.
was a kind of first supercar.
Kind of, yes.
Up until that point, there was fast cars, and then people will argue this, the Ferraris, etc. But that was the first supercar, and it's the beginning of the Italian job. That's it.
Oh, well, enough
That
said. Enough
car
said.
winding its way up the mountain road
Yeah,
with days like these playing in the background.
Kind of beat it, don't you?
Probably a bit useless as a car because
Who cares?
no, I know.
Who cares?
No computers.
So is that
to-
like kind of straight line type?
Yeah.
We're talking here.
Well, yeah, because
It's
apparently
cool.
over 150 mile an hour,
Did
it
it
creates
get a
positive
bit
lift.
tweaky, like twitchy,
The
was it?
front of the car creates positive lift, so it does actually start to tick.
Oh, right, yeah.
Well,
Is
it's
that
only for
good?
the steering.
Is
As long as you put the back wheels on and you can brake,
you're good to go?
at 150, people will think, look at that idiot, he's pulling a wheelie.
Some people love to complain. I don't get it myself.
In yellow.
Yeah, obviously. Do they come in any other colour?
And here's probably, but who cares? If you look at the nose of the car, so you're sitting looking at the nose of the car, as if you owned one, I would probably spend a lot of time doing that.
You be around at the exhaust, that's where you're holding on to the back, I think.
Open the doors. So you've got the nose of the car there, you open the doors. If you look at it with the windows down, it looks like a bull. If you've got one and you've not tried this, do it.
Seriously.
Because the doors go up like that to bull horns and the front looks like eyes.
And what significance, Andy, does the mention of the bull have to do with it?
It's funny you should mention actually, because Lamborghini's logo is the bull.
Is it?
And a lot of the cars named
I did not know that.
famous matadors.
I did not know that.
There's a chap who stands in a ring and gets attacked by a bull.
So are you saying that the names of the Lambos
Yeah.
have a significance to...
I know.
To bulls? Is that a lot of bull?
Yeah.
Ah. So your Murcielagos and your Aventadors and all that, that's the names of bulls. So they say.
Yeah, but some of the newer ones, some of the concept ones, then have gone off on different angles altogether.
Which number was that one?
8, 9?
Was it 9? So we're on to my 10th one.
Yes.
And I am going to go for...
Talk amongst yourselves.
Let me see. Yes, I'm going to go for this one.
It's gone dark.
The Gumpert Apollo.
Oh, yes.
You like that one?
Yes.
Yeah. So,
you know... Right, sorry, no.
Well, the thing is that probably nobody really knows. If you're into cars, you'll know about this car.
Yes.
If you're not into cars, then you won't have a bloody clue what I'm talking about. You won't have a bars what I'm talking about.
Chances are, though, if you're not into cars, you've only watched the first 10 seconds of this video.
True. So if you're still here,
thank you.
Thanks.
You're an hour in, nearly.
And my 10th car of 6 is the Gumpert Apollo. And the one I have here is like a candy apple red with a kind of maybe a black, shiny black, gloss black roof, I think.
How much are they?
Gorgeous. Price new in 2009 is 290 grand.
You know the great thing I loved about the Gumper? It was so ugly. It was so ugly.
I read up the info to put all this schniz together, right? Yeah. And that's basically what was a comment that was made. Yeah. Now the thing is that, I mean, I know that it's all, I forgot what the word is, but it's all in the eye of the beholder. Yeah. Right? So I look at that car and I want to rush out and buy one.
I thought it was stunning. And the more people went, you go, man.
Because they don't know. They don't know.
Like, that's why I want it.
It's absolutely gorgeous. And it's got gull-wing doors. Yeah. What's not to like about gull-wing doors?
Well, probably if you landed on the roof, you wouldn't like them.
Yeah, I know. But, I mean, you know, if you like the Apollo, then you're going to love the doors. Now, there was one for sale, I think it's still for sale, in Hong Kong. A black one, right? And it was pretty much the same price as the price they were when they were new. So they haven't exactly gone through the roof, but there aren't that many of them out there. So I'm surprised that they haven't gone up in price more than they have.
Good news, if you've got a Gumper, you've not lost any money on it.
Yeah,
apart from your insurance.
And if you want to buy one, then you'll need about 300 grand. Top speed 220, so it's in the 200 mile plus club, obviously. Just by looking at it, you can see that. Yeah. No, at 60, 2.9 again, around about 2.9.
Yeah,
and the Grunt 692 brake horse.
Is that normally what's engine in it? Is it a Mercedes engine?
I think it is actually. It's very difficult trying to find this information so that when you're looking at it, the price you're looking at and the top speeds and everything else, because there's different models. Yeah. You're trying to keep this part quick. You know, we're trying to be quick with this video. So you're trying to take information which you don't want people to come back and say, well, actually, you're wrong with that. Yeah. There's different models, different variations.
Look, we're going to read some of the comments, but only the nice ones.
Yeah. So I kind of generalise with it. So the comment I've put down here, this is full-on trouser 10 pole material. Right. That's all I can say. And that's my number 10.
Hey!
My number 10.
Has I got my last one to do?
Gumpert Apollo. Crack on.
It's nowhere near in the same kind of league, but
don't say that. Don't say that.
So dear to me. Again, another car.
It's not old by any chance, is it? Is it older than 10 years old?
Considerably.
Oh, jeez.
Mark 1.
Ford? It's got to be a Ford, is it?
XR2.
Seriously?
Yes. Oh.
You're hallowing our corridors an XR2. It's not even an XR2i.
No,
is that the newer
no,
ones?
no, yeah, because I had a Mark II XR2, which was lovely and I enjoyed it, and that was the 1.6. But I actually saw one for sale.
Is this the box one you're talking?
Yes. Before that, they had the Super Sport, which is another cracking car. That mega money these days. The Super Sport had tartan seats and everything. Fabulous, fabulous thing. Love them. But it's the XR2 that I wanted, the Mark 1. Not a quick car. Well, quickish. Considering everybody else was chugging about in 1 litre.
But everybody wanted them. The XR2s, the XR3s. We were there at the time when those cars came out.
0 to 60 in 9.8 seconds.
You'd be falling asleep with that.
You've probably gone through all the gears.
109.
109 flat out, but I was winning one, and trust me, we wouldn't go 109 unless you dropped it out of a plane.
Doors would be blinking shaking someone.
95 horsepower.
Woohoo! Get in!
My Mark 3 1.6 GL.
You couldn't have pulled a skin off a rice pudding.
65 brake horsepower. My dad went mental. What are you doing buying a car with so much power?
Dads, they know nothing.
And at the time, if somebody had said to you,
yeah, see you back there again. You know, if you can afford to keep the cars that you liked it, you
like I say, I had my Mark 2 XR2, which caught fire on Union Terrace.
Oh, shame bless.
I put the fire out, everything was good.
Was it?
Back in the good old days when you could drive a car that was on fire. That got written off, and I was offered to buy it back for 170 quid.
Hey, get rid of that shaft, yeah.
But I couldn't, because I didn't have 170 quid. That car now, a tidy Mark II XR2. Just, you know.
The prices are just through the roof.
To be in the same condition as mine was, so rust free, all that kind of thing. You know, you're looking at 10, 15 grand. So if somebody had said, you want to buy that car for 170 quid, in about 30 years' time, you'd be like, oh, shut up.
Say, Dad, you're a liar.
You're on glue. Thanks for checking out the video. Hopefully you found it entertaining and informative.
As we
Hopefully,
did.
You're busy trying to choose 10 cars
of your very own.
Because you've just won the lottery, and this has helped you. You'll go and buy the cars.
I know what's coming here, and maybe show your appreciation.
By letting us come and choose them for you.
Well, I wasn't quite getting to that, but actually to present us.
Thanks for checking out the video. We'll do some more videos. We've got some great things lined up. So
hell yeah!
Subscribe to the channel.
Do we do that again?
Do that.
We do that. So over here.
Goodbye, AJ.
All right. Chilly day out.